Introduction to algorithms and flowcharts. What are they and what are they for? In the world of programming, algorithms are essential to solve problems and automate tasks.
In this video, we'll explore what algorithms and flowcharts are, how they work together, and how they're used in programming.
We will also discuss some example algorithms and how they can be represented in a flowchart. What are algorithms? An algorithm is a series of steps that are followed to achieve a specific goal. In programming terms, an algorithm is used to solve a problem or perform a task. Algorithms can be simple or complex, depending on the task at hand. Algorithms are important in programming because they provide a systematic solution to a problem.
By following the steps of the algorithm, it is guaranteed that the desired result will be reached.
Algorithms can also be reused and modified to fit different situations. What are flowcharts?
A flowchart is a visual tool used to represent the process of an algorithm.
Flowcharts are made up of symbols and lines connecting the symbols to show the flow of information and the actions that are performed.
Symbols in a flowchart represent different actions, such as data input, result output, decision making, and loops.
The lines connecting the symbols indicate the direction of the information flow and the actions that must be carried out. Flowcharts are useful because they provide a visual way to understand the process of an algorithm.
They can be used by programmers, software designers, and other professionals to plan and design complex systems.
Let's look at this simple example of an algorithm to add two numbers.
1. Start.
2.
Read the first number and store it in a variable called number1.
3.
Read the second number and store it in a variable called number2.
4.
Add number1 and number2 and store the result in a variable called sum.
5. Displays the sum value on the screen. 6. End.
Using the same simple algorithm example, let's create a flowchart. 1. Start. 2. Read the first number and store it in a variable called number1.
3.
Read the second number and store it in a variable called number2. 4. Add number1 and number2 and store the result in a variable called sum.
5.
Displays the sum value on the screen.
6.
End. The steps to create a flowchart are: 1. Identify the process or system that you want to represent. 2. Identify the symbols and shapes to use. 3. Create a basic outline of the diagram. 4. Add details to the diagram. 5. Review and refine the diagram. And finally, share it with other team members or stakeholders. It is important to review and refine the diagram to ensure that it is easy to understand and accurately represents the process or system. And if we were asked to create a flowchart of an algorithm that allows adding several numbers where the user is the one who indicates the amount of number to add, then the result would be a flowchart like this. Do you want to know more about flowcharts? Then I recommend you visit the social networks of Arelis Reyes, the Python girl. Arelis Reyes also gives you the course Introduction to Flowcharts in Easy Code. Visit her.
Hello. Welcome to the flowcharting course.
Until next time.